Man, today was tilting. Our underdog promo play went 4 for 5. Man. But anyways, move on to tomorrow. Let's find some bets. And there's already some good bets already coming up for the conference finals, bro. Who do we think's going to win? Honestly, today was insane, man. Pacers pulling it out. Knicks fans, you guys make every excuse in the world, but you lost. And the Pacers are plus 360 against the Celtics. I mean, probably going to be a blowout game one. And then the Timberwolves are kind of big favorites against the Mavs. That series I'm excited for. But regardless, let's find some player props. What book do you guys want to start on? Should we start on Underdog? But I should mention there's a lot of value on PrizePicks, a lot of hidden value on PrizePicks. So we can also do a PrizePick slip. But honestly, maybe we start out. Let's try to do an underdog play. Fuck that 4 for 5. Let's go. Let's go. So you can see here, there's actually a good amount of value in some of these esports guys. They go pretty hard, so you just want to be careful. You want to make sure you get the right play down. So if you look at this guy, PrizePicks opening his line at 12, underdog 14.5. I mean, that's what we want to see. We want to see discrepancies. PrizePicks definitely the sharper book for esports. So what's great about esports is, bro, there's just so many games. There's so many fucking games every day, which means there's a lot of opportunity. And underdog is definitely the book to kind of feast for esports. So this will be the second play. Load it up if you want to tail because they bump shit quick. 29, you don't see these discrepancies in the NBA. Luka's points line at 29.5 on one book, 31.5 on another book. So, dude, I guess we're starting out with some esports, but I promise I have some NBA coming. I just want to build this slip quickly. So I just want to get in an underdog slip. Get some revenge on our play from today. So this can be the play. Lock it in if you wanna ride. So there's some good esports value. But I really want to move on to PrizePicks, FanDuel, some of the other books as well. There's also some value coming up on Dabble, which is a book, we haven't been talking about a lot, but there's just so many sports books, man. So this will be the first play. I try to give people time to bet it. So if you want to lock it in, man. Lock it the fuck in. Dude, this is going to be crazy, man. Who do you think's winning the series? Fuck. I hope the Pacers keep it competitive. And then this one, I don't even know, man. I don't know how the Timberwolves won tonight. I don't know how the Nuggets blew the lead. Crazy. But anyways, on Underdog, of course. So they've already removed one of the plays. So what you can do, the good thing is there's discrepancies for this player in both games. So you can kind of pick one. Like PrizePicks has his line at 12. So again, and they already removed the second one. Cool. I love when you do that, Underdog. But what I was going to say is Underdog, there's just a lot of discrepancies. You just want to kind of try to move quick, again, because they bump things quickly. So hopefully you guys were able to get in the first one because it had better value than what I'm about to lock in. But regardless, here's another kind of line discrepancy. Over 8.5 headshots. So you look at PrizePicks. Esports, you may not love it, but there is a lot of value in it. So this is a 12 p.m. game. Where is the 12 p.m. game? So this would be the play. If you didn't get in the first one, hopefully you guys got in the first one. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, man. Underdog makes it tricky. It's crazy. It's actually crazy how much they bump things. I mean, there's always so much esports value. Typically, when they first release... Bro, why does this guy have 4 lines up? What the fuck? So we want 1 p.m. and 12 p.m. So 2 line discrepancies, kind of available in esports. Anyways, I just want to get something locked in. And then we'll kind of move on to PrizePicks. Because PrizePicks, there's already some good plays kind of coming up for the conference finals. There's also some esports line discrepancies we can look at. But what I wanted to say is the first play we have... Book's already posting lines for Celtics Pacers is Obi Toppin. He had a good series, over 7.5 points. Maybe not as good of a series as I thought. But Again, the way that PrizePicks works, the way that these fantasy sites work, is you take a player to go over or under, we're going to get the same payout. So what we want to do is like all the sports books you can see are kind of opening Obi Toppin. They're already even moving odds a bit towards his over. Pretty big favorite to go over 7.5 points. Not crazy value, but then you start to look at tennis, and this is where shit gets crazy. So this play, I mean, the Toppin play seems better. Like here you have every sports book is aligned. So every different betting market, every data point, like all these books have him as a big favorite to go over. For TJ McConnell, it's a little more like FanDuel. You know, they're not as aggressive on his over. So that's one data point, one $10 billion company. They're telling us like, he's maybe a slight favorite to go over, but not as aggressive. So I'd rather take Toppin. But what I did want to say is check out some of these tennis plays, bro. Look at this shit. I mean, PrizePicks is fucking up a ton of tennis lines. I actually gave out one play on I gave out one play on Twitter, but they just have been off on some of their tennis lines. So like this play, I mean, you can see I gave it out under 21.5, already down to 20.5. So we already got a point of value relative to the market. But when I fired up this stream, I was like, yeah, bro, let's go. Because there's actually a lot of, there's just a lot of tennis value kind of popping up that we're going to lock in. Oh my gosh, man. So we may actually be able to get in a few different slips. So let's see what we have here. So let's go here. And what I'm going to do is let's just zone in on these tennis plays. So let's get rid of basketball for a sec. And just check this out, right? So here, obviously you don't have as many books that post tennis lines, but you can kind of see here, like Pinnacle, which is a really sharp book, especially for tennis, they have this under as a -140 favorite. So even if you don't use Pinnacle, right, it's not legal in the US. It's a source of information that, hey, the under is the more likely outcome. So you just have to search the right player's name. So we have under 22.5 games here, -140 favorite to go under, clear as day, bro. -140 favorite to go under. So big favorite, pretty tight markets, only 25 cents of juice. And then we have the same thing here. So it's actually kind of crazy. Like there's just, dude, it's like there's messing up a lot of these lines for tennis, which is good for us. Like we want to see spots where PrizePicks is offering screwed up lines. So we got our second play under once again. Granted, you don't have as many books posting lines. I just have mine filtered to show New York sports books. But you can kind of see here, like you can kind of switch it around. Still heavily favored on all these books if you want to kind of see, oh, what's all these sports books at? So let's get rid of this shit and let's just go to tennis only and let's try to build this slip quick. So we got our first play in. Okay, cool. And then what we can do, second pick, all the books have this under heavily favored. That's what we're already on. And again, PrizePicks underdog 100 to win 600 on the 3-pick entry we locked in. PrizePicks is fucking shit, bro. They only give you a 5x payout for these 3-pick entries. So it's like, okay, we don't want to play a 3-pick entry. And then here, we finally have an over. So we finally have an over 21.5 total games in this game, right? So you can see here, -140. So there's just a lot of tennis line discrepancies. Is it my favorite sport? No. But is PrizePicks offering a lot of value in tennis right now? Yes. Do I plan to be up for the games? No. So here we have our final play. But what we could do, oh, fuck, is, let me think, bro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Drew Holiday play. It has a little bit better value than the Toppin play, and I'm going to save the Obi Toppin play for another slip. But anyways, let me get in this last PrizePicks line that we wanted to lock in. So let's go here, and what we want to do is we want to take this under 22.5 total games. So we're using sportsbook odds as a source of information. Here, once again, all the books have the under heavily favored. Here, -140, like PrizePicks, any 5-pick flex play, they always give you the same payout. So here, like the books have -140. That's obviously better than minus 135 because they're telling you, hey, this is more likely to hit. It's a minus 140 favorite, but still, this seems good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Drew, and we're going to take him under 5.5 rebounds. All the books have this under heavily favored. You could also take Tatum, but I'm going to take Drew. Play has better value, and I like it. So this is the slip. But anyways, let's just get this locked in. Let me put the link in the chat, and then we can move on to another book or whatever people want. So here's the play. Here's the play. So I bet you didn't think there would be this much value when there's no NBA games tomorrow, but hey, there is. No complaints from me. So here's the play. Here you guys go. Here's the play. Here's the play. When will rebet be on Pickett? I don't know. Underdog, poosh. Yeah, I mean, dude, fucking Underdog is the worst because they just bump things so quickly. It's also the worst because we went 4 for 5 on our fucking 5-pick entry today. But anyways, so we haven't... All the bets, you know, any live stream plays I hit, they're in the sheet in the description on YouTube, so I track them all. But anyways... Wow, some values already coming up on Better as well, which is a book we've been hot on. There's also a lot of value on FanDuel. Fuck, bro. Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. They also have some good strikeout value. FanDuel always has great value when they first release odds, but they adjust quickly. It's kind of same with Underdog. They end up bumping things, kind of moving things in favor of the market. But you look right here, like FanDuel has the same juice on the over and the under. Every other sports book is opening. So like FanDuel opens their line minus 113, minus 113. We think he's equally likely to go over or under. They're giving you the same odds on both sides. Every other book has the under as a huge favorite. Obviously, like, Fliff is more aggressive than, let's say, Fanatics, but you still get the sense, like, okay, he's heavily favored to go under. So you never know when the best value is going to come up. Sometimes it's late at night. Sometimes it's early in the morning. A lot of it's when books first post odds. But if we take a look right here, pitcher props, this is the fucking play. And there was also some value on Dabble, so let's pull it up. But the problem I have with Dabble and with FanDuel is they just, dude, they just don't really work. Or they're not really good with streaming software. They just, like, don't fucking work, bro. But anyways, we'll take a look at them. They just, it's a little annoying because I got to bet it. I got to bet it when I'm not streaming. But regardless, if you want to lock this in, I got another computer set up right here, so I'm going to hit this. And then we can do another PrizePick slip if people want. Should we do another PrizePick slip? Or should... So this is the best... This is by far the best value for tomorrow. I mean, it's clear as day. FanDuel giving you the same juice on the over and the under. Every other book has the under heavily favored. Lock that shit in ASAP. So, where is it? Red Sox, when do they play? And I promise you, when you wake up tomorrow, this line's going to be like minus 140. So there is like an importance to speed, kind of when you're betting. When is the best value going to be? And they're only going to give me $56 on FanDuel. But again, what's nice about, you know, I use this bet tracker. It's called Pick It if you don't already use it. It just kind of reads in all your plays from different sports books, shows you your profit and loss, gives you a ton of analytics, stuff like that. So I highly recommend Pick It. But anyways, I want to sync my bets for the upcoming day. So let's do that. And let's go here and let's go here. And let me just resync my Pick It. And then we can do another PrizePick slip. So here was the first PrizePick slip. I put the link in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again for whoever wants to tail. Alex, please check your DM. I'll check my DM. You can also email me. Sorry if I didn't see your DM, but feel free to email me. Here's a play. Quick dabble slip, then a better slip, then one more PrizePick slip, then let's call it. Anyways, here's the first PrizePicks play, but what I want to do is real quickly. So what I will say is I don't know if I love So, dude, there's just a lot of value coming up on PrizePicks. You can see PrizePicks is starting to drop lines, and there's just a lot of early discrepancies. This will probably be bumped down to 10 by the morning. So let's do a PrizePicks slip, because why the fuck not? So we have Tatum under 10.5 rebounds. Again, like, you know, if the game's a blowout, maybe he's on the bench. All that type of stuff, though, is baked into the market, right? Like, sportsbooks are betting markets. So lineup news, injuries, Porzingis not playing, all that shit, right? The Pacers are big underdogs. Like, it's all priced into the odds. These books are constantly, like, you can see FanDuel's already been bouncing odds around. A lot of it's like, oh, you know, whatever, a profitable customer, a sharp customer, put a lot of money on the under. Maybe we should move odds towards the under. Oh, wait, a different customer bet the over who's pretty smart and been profitable off us. So these books are always kind of bouncing around lines just based on where action's coming in. But what I did want to say is let's find some plays. Fuck, bro. So I bet this on FanDuel. Let's hide this. And now let's just see what we got. So this is on FanDuel. I just want to remember to add it to the little tracking sheet I have. But let's go back here. So what do we already have? Okay, so let's go back here. And there were some tennis plays. And what did we already lock in? So this play's incredible. I mean, should you include it in multiple slips? That's kind of up to you. But we already have 4 tennis plays. And here's another one. I mean, they're fucking up a ton of tennis lines. So what we can do is let's go back here and let's add this shit in. So we have Tatum under 10.5 rebounds. And then we're going to add in a tennis play. Granted, you know, it's not the best value one compared to the first one. But we already played these 4 in our first slip. So I don't want to just sit here and keep betting them. Like, all 5 of these plays, I think, have good value. This one and this one, or this one's the best one, minus 140. Here it's minus 138. So the books are telling you, hey, this under's most likely, and you can get it on PrizePicks. This is just from the odds jam low holds tool. But what we can do is now we have 2 picks, and what we want to do is kind of, oh my God, bro. Miles Turner over 1.5 threes. Dude. I really hope the Pacers win this series. I fucking hate the Celtics. So Turner's gone over 4 out of the past 5 games. Granted, do we want to pair it with Tatum rebounds is a bigger question. Because obviously if the game's a blowout, they don't pair super well together. Derek White under 4.5 assists. It's like, I don't know. But anyways, there's a lot of, you know, value. You just want to make sure, like, obviously you don't want to take Tatum, Drew, Horford. Like, you don't want to take the entire Celtics team to go under in rebounds. So you just want to pick the plays you're pairing together in a smart way to just make sure you're not getting a ton of negative correlation. But anyways, so what we can do is let's just build this slip. So we got 2 picks. These are the best 2. And what we can do is ideally try to find some good pairs. Oh, baby. So we got value on Tatum over 5.5 assists. It's kind of high line. What do people think? Tatum over 5.5 assists. People like it. Game 1 versus the Pacers. It also pairs nicely with Turner. If it's a somewhat close game, they'll both most likely get a lot of minutes, you know, be more likely to go over. All the books, you know, checks out from a value perspective. All the books are opening him as a big favorite to go over. And then what we can do is we can correlate, ideally, some MLB plays. So obviously, like, hitters on the same team, it makes sense to take their overs together. But what you'll notice, because you try to correlate, like, you know, if Olsen is getting on base, then Ozzy's more likely to get more at-bats, right? Like, if one player goes over, another player's on the same team is more likely to go over. Fantasy scores, hits, runs, RBIs. So, like, if the players have more at-bats, if the Braves are scoring a lot of runs, they're both more likely to go over. Oh, my God, this game's early in the morning. Holy moly. But what PrizePicks does is usually they give us a 10x payout for 5-pick entries. They add in a payout shift. Which is annoying. Fuck, bro. Now I know what I want to do. I want to take Derek White under an assist. So we have Tatum's over has value, and it pairs nicely with White under 4.5 assists. Obviously, only one player can get an assist at the same time. So if we're taking Tatum's over, it kind of makes sense to take White's under. And this is a 6-pick flex play. So all these plays have solid value, right? And they pair well together. Like, obviously, White under, Tatum over have a bit of positive correlation. All the books have White heavily favored to go under, Tatum heavily favored to go over. And again, on PrizePicks, you take a player over, under, you get the same payout. And PrizePicks doesn't price in correlation unless they tell you there's a payout shift. These two plays are positively correlated. We got a new tennis pick. So we got some good value kind of popping up. But let me put that link in the chat. Fuck, man. I did not think there would be this much NBA value coming up, but PrizePicks starting to drop, lines for the upcoming day. Here's the link. This PrizePicks is confusing. Derek White under 5.5 assists. Imagine if Ant was there instead of JT. Celtics remind me of the San Francisco 49ers. Anyways, links in the chat. But what we can do is, what do we have so far? Let's see what else we got, bro. So this was the FanDuel play. You can see it on my phone. This is Pickett. They limited me. A lot of these books, they limit your max bet size. Underdog, it's to 100, whatever. Especially if you're making money off them, they'll kind of cut your bet size a little lower. Holy fuck. So if you use FanDuel, look at this shit. Dude, all these books try to set their own lines. It's fucking insane. Market's super fragmented, which I know I've said before. I mean, it's crazy. Like, every book is pricing this around plus 125. You can get plus 158. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But where is alternate total runs? How much are you going to give me? So it's still available on FanDuel, and they give me a max of 158 bucks. So you just got to be quick with it. And you'll see it pop up on my Pickett here in a sec. But you want to go here. And again, speed is important. You're like a little fucking day trader trying to pick off the books when they make mistakes. So plus 158 right here, over 9.5 runs. Like, what are they doing? Every book ripping odds towards the under, opening this, pricing it around plus 120. We're getting plus 158. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we got over 9.5 Guardians Mets. And then this is on FanDuel, and they gave me 158 bucks on FanDuel at plus 158 odds. Damn, so they gave me 158 buck max bet size, and it's at plus 158 odds. Value is about as clear as it gets. So honestly, we have this 6-pick flex play on PrizePicks. I put the link in the chat. We got a 5-pick flex play. There's a shit ton of tennis value. This is the best play. You can determine for yourself how many slips you want to include it in. But is there anything else we want to lock in? I mean, there's a lot of value on FanDuel, but I don't think there's anything particularly insightful worth talking about. A lot of value on FanDuel. PrizePicks, Tatum, Drew, under, top and over, White under. But I'm going to call it a day for now. Hopefully you guys were able to tail some of these slips. And let's make some fucking money. So thanks so much. See you guys tomorrow.